we have to continue our education in BYUI. We're grateful for the opportunities that we have to expend our knowledge and to get to know our brothers and sisters. We ask you now to please bless us with patience, that your spirit will be able to help us so that we can be able to complete this assignment. Please help us so we can be alert and we can be helpful to one another and we can learn and apply it to our lives. And we ask these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
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 Thank you.
Okay, so did you all get to read the wilderness survival scenario? I'm not that great at. That's what we're working on. Okay, great. So do we just jump right onto the worksheet, or do you want to discuss the scenario? Is that what we're supposed to do?
I'm down with either one, whatever you guys want.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and do the wilderness activity. Yeah. Because we're supposed to come up with our a group ranking, right? So there's 14 items that we have to rank. How do we do this? Does everybody want to start with their number one? I guess.
Sure.
Okay. So go ahead.
I was going to say, I put the number one is the sleeping bags.
Oh, interesting. My first was water purification tablets. Oh. That was my first, but I guess Dax?
My first was matches.
Oh, wow. Okay. And Tyler?
I put matches as well.
Okay. Okay. So what do? We vote? Or we explain why you chose that? Is that correct? I think that's what we're supposed to do. I'm the worst at this. Never again.
You're fine.
You're doing great.
Okay, the reason I chose water purification because I think of survival right away. So I think I want to be able to drink water. I know there's going to be bodies of water where we're at, but you can't survive without water too long. So you can survive without food for longer than you can survive without water. So that's why I chose water. Anybody? Susan, why did you choose sleeping bags?
I figured at the very least you could hunker down and get in them sleeping bags and at least stay warm, you know? There's at least 6 of them, and at the very least you can at least stay warm. So.
Yeah. I chose matches first because it was pretty cold outside. So the low was 25 degrees Fahrenheit. So that seemed like it'd be pretty cold. And with matches, you can start a fire, you can stay warm, be able to cook some food, and hopefully dry out your clothes that you had that just got soaking wet.
Right.
Yep, and I second that is what he said too. And also, you can create from the smoke. You can create signals too to show that you're there.
Sorry, I can't hear. Let me block everybody from the internet here. Okay. Sorry. Hold on.
You're locking Gabby and Valerie? Why?
Okay. Okay, are we still here? Hello?
Yep, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
You can hear me?
Yep.
There we go. Okay. What about our number 2? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so number 2 for me was the fanny pack of food.
My number 2 is matches.
Okay.
My number 2 was I did the plastic covered map of the region.
Yeah. And Tyler? Open the door. Oh, I can't. I don't think he can hear us.
Yeah, I can. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, just moving to a different room. For my number 2, I put the sleeping bag. Or let's see, did I do? Sorry. For number 2, I did the water purification tablets to drink water.
Yeah, Gabby's home. She didn't go to
Okay, so I don't know how we should start ranking these. What do you guys suggest?
Hey, Jackie, can I ask you a quick question? Are you looking at the discussion group agenda? Yeah.
Let me.
So if you go to the lesson 10 where it says case study activity instructions, there's a tab there that says group discussion agenda.
Yes.
That might help you a little bit.
Okay. We're the most. Okay, here it is. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, all right. So then what are the most significant issues facing the group? Okay, so that's one. So what do you guys think is the biggest problem the group has in the scenario?
I think, from my opinion, is they still have, they are thinking 5 days until anybody even comes out to search for them. So they pretty much on their own for 5 days. That's a pretty big problem they have to deal with.
Yeah.
Plus they have an injury and no vehicle to, get back on track. They're kind of stuck.
Right.
Because the boats are broke.
Right. And they don't have what they need. They barely have any food. They lost a lot of the stuff they needed. Right.
Food, shelter,
yeah,
changes of clothes. Yeah, they lost a lot.
So, okay. Then the next question is, what are the first actions that must be taken?
Well, from everything that I've read and learned, is, I could be wrong, but it is to depend. Like obviously, if you're stranded, is to seek shelter. I think is correct. Seek shelter and water source and to protect yourself from the harshness of the wilderness. So I think those are some of the first things that we should do.
Right. And I think that's where our wilderness activity, survival activity comes into place, because that's how we're going to know. And it says here that we're not, like it says, the consensus means that your group should not merely vote or average rankings together. Instead, we're supposed to try more or less to agree on the rankings. So when you feel strongly about a certain item, then just, try to convince all of us of the importance of that ranking. So let's go ahead and start with number 1, which is, so matches was pretty much, Dax and Tyler felt that matches was number 1. What do you think about that, Susan? Do you think matches would be number 1? Or, hello? Did I lose you guys?
I can hear you.
Oh,
I can hear you. I can't hear Susan, though. I think we lost Susan.
Oh, okay. I mean, I would agree with the trying to keep, if you're going to try to, like the smoke signals, then I think that would work. Your first attempt, nobody's going to try to find you for the next couple of days. So I don't know if making smoke signals is really going to work because it's going to wear out our matches and trying to keep warm. What do you guys think? Oh, I can't hear.
I can hear you.
Okay. So, I don't know. I don't know how we're supposed to get.
Well, I think maybe we should just maybe we all just come down to a consensus on our group rankings, like, and we can all just kind of just say to each other, like, do we agree or do we disagree? Do you think we should, like, I'm all up for just if we need to change it, we can change it. That's no problem because these are purely opinions. I've never been stranded in my life, so I have no idea. So, but putting matches, I think, to try to dry out is nice, but I guess it just depends on. I think there's two routes you can go, right? There's a route of either try to leave and get help, and in that case, how do you leave? You think you need to find supplies that will help you get out of there. Those would be the most important. And then if you're going to stay and wait the 5 days for someone to come and get you, I think then you would rank the.
Did we lose him? Okay, there he goes. Okay. Can you hear me? Okay, so I'm sorry. I kind of
face is froze.
So are we trying to determine, probably based on what how we want to survive, that's how we're going to do our rankings? Is that correct? Yes.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Okay. So
I can't hear the other two, Susan or Tyler. I think they're.
Susan and Tyler, we can't hear you. This is bad. Okay. Maybe Susan, can you hear us? Okay. Okay, she's going to chat. Okay. So should we decide, let's decide, okay, that we want to keep alive for the next 5 days until the rescue team tries to find us. How do we survive for the next couple of days? Instead of trying to reach out for help, how do we stay alive? Everybody agree?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
I vote we do matches for the first one.
Okay.
And then for number 2, I really like the water idea. I can change mine on that one.
Okay, so Tyler and Susan, did you hear?
Yeah.
Matches is okay, and then 2 on water tablets. And this is because we're just trying to survive for those 5 days.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. And what do you guys say about food? Would food be one? Number 3? Or does anybody have a better one?
I'm thinking we should have something to get out of the elements.
Oh, okay.
I don't know about you guys. You tell me.
I like that idea.
You could either use the cord, the parachute cord, or like the duct tape to build, duct tape or tie branches and stuff together to keep out of the rain, right?
But you can also
like that idea.
definitely have sleeping bags because they're big. There's 6 of them, and especially your injured person,
Yeah.
So even if you were to be able to snuggle down in them or drape them, it's still something. And yes, you could do twigs and twine later, but I feel like the sleeping bags are pretty important.
So that'll be 3? the sleeping bags?
I'm down with that.
Okay. And then do you the parachute?
I think I have a feeling that like duct tape is such a it's kind of funny because like I don't know, duct tape
you can use it for anything.
Yeah, exactly. It's so versatile. I think it's got to be at least in our top 5 things because we've got broken poles, we've got broken canoes. We could use the duct tape for that to get food. We could do it to, we could even do it to duct tape the sleeping bags together to make it all one big sleeping bag. I mean, you can do so many things.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So duct tape number 4.
Yeah. And then number 5, compass or the map.
Well, if we're not leaving, I don't know if we'll need
fishing poles.
Okay.
Because we have food with the already. If I were to think of the next thing, I would either think the parachute cord or oh wait, yeah, I think you're right. Sorry. Yeah, that or the fishing poles. I think that's excuse me. I would say either the parachute cord or the food next.
Hey Jackie, would you read what you've ranked so far? So I can add it to my
Okay, so we have matches number 1. Water tablets 2, the sleeping bags 3, the duct tape 4. So it's between the parachute cord and the fanny pack for 5. Is that what I read?
I'd say the food.
Okay.
You guys tell me.
All right. Everybody agrees with that?
I do, yeah.
That's fine by me.
All right. So we're not trying to move.
So food as in fanny pack or food as in fishing poles?
Food as in fanny pack.
Fanny pack of food, yeah.
Perfect.
So we're not. What about the set of clothes for 3? Wet? I don't know what that is.
It means there's for 3 people. There's enough set of wet clothes for 3 people.
Oh, okay.
How many people are there total?
I think there were 6. Wasn't there 6?
6. Yeah.
Because there's 6 flotation devices. There's 6 sleeping bags.
Yeah. Well, we need to keep the one that's injured dry so he doesn't get infected. So at least to have, to keep him from dying on this, I think that would be good. What do you guys think? The clothes? Or
I would either right now I would rather go in between the 2 fishing poles or the parachute cord.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay. So
either one of those could be interchangeable.
6, and then the fishing pole 7. Because they'll be back to back.
That's fine.
Perfect.
Okay. And so now we're at 8. Then there's a yellow frisbee. There's the pint of whiskey, the insect repellent, the compass, and the map and the flotation devices.
So where do we rank have we done the set of clothes yet?
No.
Maybe that should be next.
Okay.
Because I guess we could try to dry them with the fire. It's just hard though. I mean, I guess if we put the fire underneath some coverage and then try to dry
warm.
Yeah.
And it's something you could wrap around your head even if it was wet. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe we do that as 8.
Yeah, okay. So we have the set of clothes as 8.
Mm-hmm.
It says whiskey here, but why would you? It's alcohol. So would it be for medicinal purposes?
Probably for cuts, scrapes.
other people might use it to try to stay warm, but it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So is that like our number 14?
I mean, I would probably put that mine if I were to think about number 14. To me, it's going to be in between. It's got to be. I don't even know what the yellow frisbee's for. Is it just for fun?
I thought about that. I'm like, okay, it's yellow. It's about this big. I suppose you could flag somebody down, but
it's
nobody's
so
going to be around for a while.
I guess you could use it as a tool to dig out in dirt, and so you can sleep in a hole so it's dry.
I don't know what you can use it for.
To paddle. You can use it to paddle.
That's true. I don't know. I ranked it the lowest.
So
I did that. Between that and insect repellent, I did last.
You said it last?
Yeah.
Okay, so 14 is frisbee.
Okay.
Okay, and then 13. I don't know. Well, we're not trying to get out of there, so probably the plastic covered map. You're not trying to get out of there, or maybe you do need it when you're starting to see people. I mean, if the area where you're at becomes unsafe, then you need to be able to know, should I move to higher ground? I don't want to move towards a body of water. So the map would probably help you.
Yeah.
Give you
I ranked the map as 9. I don't know what you guys thought.
Okay. So we're working on 9 right now. So I'll put the map as 9.
Does everybody agree to that?
Is everybody?
I'm fine with that.
Okay. So,
I think that map and compass go hand in hand.
Okay. So 9, 10. So we have 3 left, which is the floating device, the whiskey, and the insect repellent.
Floating devices.
Okay.
11.
Okay. And then insect repellent and whiskey. Pretty much it's alcohol, both of them. So
I would say probably the whiskey for cuts first and then insect repellent.
okay.
Okay.
Okay. 12, 13. Okay. Now let me go to this thing.
So if we were to read it down, it's 5, 9, 11, 7, 8, 14, 2, 4, 12, 13, 1, 6, 10, and 3. Does that sound right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that matches mine.
Awesome.
Okay, so we're supposed on C, the group rankings. Have you all filled it out?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great.
What is the individual error for? I've missed that, I guess. The very first A.
I don't know.
No,
Well, that's gonna be for the like we're gonna get the right answers, or I guess the expert ranking, because I've done this before at work, but it's always different scenarios. So you're gonna get an expert ranking, and based on the experts who are survival experts, we're gonna be able to tell how off our score was, and we'll put our error, and then we'll it's a way to calculate a score, and then we'll know how well we did. Yeah.
So
and I'm sure Jackie probably has it somewhere in the
yeah. So that's my next step, which is I'm going to introduce the expert rankings, and then if you can all record it on column D. Okay. So the correct answers are based on the opinions of 2 experts, Jeff Stemmerman and Ken Geiske of REI Outfitters, both of whom act as guides for canoe trips to the boundary water regions. The experts agreed that the best course of action for the group was to repair one of the canoes and send 2 of the most experienced and least injured people to paddle to a road and got to Grand Marias for help. Because a search party would not even leave for at least 5 days and might not find the group for a couple of days more, this would cause severe hardship on the group, particularly the one with the broken leg. Food is weighed down and there is minimal protection from rain and cold since the tent and the tarps were lost. The first priority of the group then is to go for help. However, in order to do this and survive, it is important to get warm and dry. However, since it has started to drizzle and may rain, there is no assurance things will stay dry. There is almost no food left, most of it having been lost in the rapids. About half should go to the paddlers, who will have less time to gather food, but who will presumably get to a food source sooner. On the third day, they would get shaky. Those left behind can try to catch some fish to eat. So based on the opinions, the expert rankings are: number 1, duct tape.
Oh my.
Yeah. This is
You were
the
right on.
yeah. This is the most essential thing because it is the only way to repair the canoe. It can be used to patch up the 10-inch teach and to fix the broken gunwales. Other uses for the tape, which experts say is essential on any trip, is to repair the fishing poles and use with large sticks to set a temporary split for the broken bone. Number 2 is the personal floating devices.
Wow.
See, they went the direction of leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are useful mostly because they help keep the body where.
Out of water. Yep.
Yeah. Number 3, map of the area. Map of the area is number 3. So yeah, completely opposite of ours direction. Number 4 is sleeping bags.
Number 4 is sleeping bags, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
It's important to keep warm both for paddlers and as well as those staying behind. Number 5 is matches. To start a fire as soon as the drizzle or rain stops and begin drying out the clothes. Number 6 is food. Though there isn't much, it will still be very helpful. It must be divided in rations so that it doesn't run out quickly. For those staying behind, it is hoped that within a day, fish can be caught. Number 7 is clothes.
For the last couple, we've done pretty good.
Where is the number? The dry clothes. Okay. Sorry. And then number 8 is fishing poles. Once the duct tape is used, the pole should be fit for fishing in the lake where northern walleye and lake trout. So fishing poles is 8. Number 9 is parachute. Parachute cord. It could be used to line dry the clothes, keep the food away in a tree from bears. And if the duct tape runs out, the cord can be used for splinting the leg and for repairing gunwales on the canoe. Number 10 is insect repellent. For protection from mosquitoes and black flies, which are both persistent and thick. Number 11 is water purification. Wow, I was really way off. Water purification tablets, mildly important because the water in these areas is often not pursued. Okay. Number 12 is yellow frisbee. And thought it was brought for a recreation. It actually has some survival value. One use is to heat water in it, being careful that the heat does not melt the plastic. Fish can be boiled in it as well as can hard candies in water to provide a water liquid for the group. The frisbee can be used to fan the fire through blowing on. It works too. And it can be used for recreation to ease the tension. 13 is magnetic compass. This is not as important as the other items because the paddlers are well equipped to navigate the lakes with the map. And number 14 is whiskey. Some may think it is useful for energy or to keep warm, but actually it has the opposite effect and should only be used as a last resort for pain, broken bone, because alcohol causes dehydration. All right, so what was significantly different between the group ranking and the expert ranking?
Just a few areas, because I think the middle of the pack, we agreed on quite a bit. It was just the essentials. We decided to stay. If we would decide to leave, we would have fixed our canoes and so basically we would have used the tools to fix the canoes and the canoes itself.
Yeah.
Pretty good. You mentioned what was significantly similar. I guess it was just because we wanted to stay and they wanted to leave. What can we learn from this experience?
Well, I think with this, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not an experienced canoeer or camper or anything. So I think that these guys, really need how to navigate those rivers maybe. And they thought of things I didn't think of. So I would say an inexperienced person as compared to an experienced person.
Yeah.
I don't know. That would be, just what our priorities are. Mine would be stay put and let them find me. Yeah. They're like, hey, let's go find help.
Yeah, I think it's based on our experience and what we feel we're able to do. We're not going to put ourselves at risk and anybody else. But I guess if we were there, we probably had experience, I don't know. But I guess it boils down to that first choice that we made, even when we're talking about what our rankings were.
Yeah.
That pretty much either brought us closer to the expert or farther apart from it. So not bad, I guess. Okay, so now it says, ask all group members to finalize their table scores, including the individual, group, and persuasion scores at the bottom of the table. Okay.
So I think if you go to if you're looking at your paper, like in column A, individual error, I think you take, so like the top of the thing, it says fanny pack of food, right? So I think you take whatever you put as your ranking in column B, and then I think you minus whatever is in column B. I think.
That's kind of what I'm thinking, but we'll try it. That's what it says.
And then you're going to add up all your numbers together in column A. So you may have a negative number somewhere. That's
what I'm finding, yeah.
All subtraction calculations should be recorded. So you subtract the group ranking against the expert ranking, or your personal ranking against the expert ranking.
Yep. Okay.
I think you do the expert ranking minus the group ranking, and that makes your group error. Then you go your group error minus your ranking is your individual error. Sorry, your group error plus your ranking.
It says here. So column A is B minus D, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So that's your ranking minus the expert ranking.
Right. Okay. All right. And then make note of this number. Okay. And then I'm going to ask you for your individual scores.
So A is B minus D.
Yes. That's what that is. Now we understand. Okay.
Sorry.
So -4, and then 3 minus is 0. 5 minus 2 is 3. So a little bit of math here. 8 minus 7 is 1. 13 minus 12 is 1. Ooh, my -10. Sorry, I'm like doing this out loud. I don't know what this is. Okay. And then we add it. It says all subtracted calculation results should be recorded as an absolute value, meaning no negative numbers.
Oh, that'll make a
Okay.
difference. Thank you.
Okay.
So what do you mean? I'm sorry, what?
Like I had 8 minus 11, so it'd be -3, but really it's just gonna be 3.
3. So no negative numbers.
So it's just 3?
Yeah.
Thank goodness. I was a little worried.
Yeah. How are we gonna-
Oh, I
Okay.
am off. That's it. I'm never going camping.
20, 31, 32, 33, 34, 36. Okay. All right. And then it says your group's average member score by finding the average of the individuals by this number. Oh, okay. Does everybody have column A, or am I too fast?
I got my column A.
Okay. Ask the students, calculate your group's average member score. Okay, and then I think you're going to add up your, well, okay, so the next one says, ask students for their individual scores, okay, calculate the group's average member score. I don't know. Oh, total all the numbers in column E. Oh, C minus D. 5 minus 6 is 1. 5 minus 3 is 6. 11 minus 2. 9, 8. 1. Minus 7, 1. 14, 2. 9. 3. 2. 3. 4. 3. 3. 1. Okay. So I have. All right. Just let me know when everybody has there so I can record it. 6, 7, 9, 10, 19, 20, 21. Okay. And then what else?
All right. I have my column 1 when you're ready.
Okay, go ahead.
I have 51.
51. Okay. What about you, Dex?
54.
Okay. Really careful. Okay. Mine was 46. So everybody knows.
I have 50.
Okay. Tyler. Okay. Now it says calculate your group's average member score by finding the average of the individual scores. What does that mean? Calculate your group's average member score. So
You're gonna take them all and add them together.
okay.
Divide them by 4.
Okay. So 51 plus 54 plus 46 plus 50 divided by 4 equals 50, 25. So 50 is the average. Okay, so 50 is the average. Okay. And then it says, also note the best member score or lowest individual score. So what would that be? Whoever was the lowest?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that would be me. And then it says, ask the group member with the best member score for persuasion score. This is called the member's persuasion score. So it's B, C. So now you have to do the F, column F, and see who gets the best score on that one. So it's B minus C. It's a lot of math tonight. Minus 7. Ooh, 11. 12. 6. And then whoever has it, you can just go ahead and let me know.
We got 44 on my
Okay.
left.
Dex, column F.
You had 44?
Yeah.
I had 30.
Okay, Susan, 30. 8.
$28 for me.
Whoa.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
28, Tyler?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Does that mean I persuaded you all? I have a feeling that's what that means. It's either I persuaded you all or you all were just very passive today.
Oh my goodness. I was 87. My goodness. Okay. How does that? Either I don't know how to. Okay, so let me see what's next. So it says, ask the group member with the best member score for their persuasion score. This is called the members. Okay, so what does that mean?
Yeah, how do you know what's good or bad? What's
I
the best?
know. What is the best?
What does it? Yeah, that's weird.
So the best member score or lowest individual score. Okay, so I don't know. It doesn't tell me. Let me go to decide if your group had process gain. If your group score was lower than the average member score, then you did have process gain. If it was higher, then you did not.
The best member score is the lowest score.
Right. So Tyler,
What?
you are the best member score. You got the best member score.
The persuasion one?
Yeah, because it says the one that has it says if your score was lower than the average member score, the average member score was 50. So if your score is lower than 50, then
Which score? The individual one?
the average score, yeah. Mm-hmm. So it says if ask the group member, okay, let me read it.
Because I had 50 for my individual score, but I'm pretty sure that I think Susan had 48.
Okay, so
individual was 51.
So it says if your group score was lower than the average member score. So the group score was I don't even
47, 48, 47.
Okay. So 48 is so if your group score was lower than the average member score. So the average member score is like 51 for Susan, 54 for Dax, 46 for Jackie, and Tyler 50. So 48 is lower than all of ours, right? Then you did have process gain. If it was higher, then you did not. So it compares us as a whole. If our individual average score is lower than the group score, do you understand? Am I making any sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. Then, then you did have process gain. If our average is higher, then I'm confused now, but the point is that we did have a process gain.
So we worked together, and between all of us, we made a better choice. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
4 heads are better than 1.
Right?
Awesome.
That's good. That was good, though. Very good.
So, that's it. Like so the group score is the total of all the numbers in column E, which is 48. The persuasion score is the total of all numbers in column F, which was
all members?
So every individual person, all numbers in column F for each person. So
do you need that?
let me see. So it says
No, I think it's individual.
Yeah, it says total all the numbers in column F individually, right? And mine was like 87. So what we're trying to see is that, I'm not going to repeat it. That was too much.
Oh, Jackie, you did a great job. Thank you.
I think you wrapped it up, Susan. Can you just repeat it again? Because
Wait, time out.
Yeah.
So the lowest. So who had the individual score of 46?
I did.
Then you had the best member score.
Really?
Yeah, because it says the best member score is the lowest of all the individual scores for the group.
In column A, right?
Yes. No, in column B. Oh, sorry. Yes, correct. Column A.
Yes.
Yes.
So that's awesome, Jackie. You're a survivor.
So you're a survivor.
Yes.
So and then it says the member score. So the persuasion score for the member with the best member score.
And that's individual.
Let me see.
Because what was our average again?
50.
Yeah.
50.
So we're right. And we had 48 as a group.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The one that I don't understand is the number F. It says members persuasion score. The persuasion score for the member with the best member score. So I had the lowest there, but what does that even mean? It just means I persuaded. Is that all?
It doesn't explain that.
Yeah, am I a bad person? I don't get this.
No, it just means that perhaps you had a little more pull or we were a little more passive, just exactly what you said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So either you were really convincing or really popular.
Yeah.
In some groups that could happen.
Or really threatening, one of the two.
Or really threatening, yeah. Or we were just passive followers. So.
So now I think, what did it say? I know that I think I saw on the group discussion that, so that I saw, we have to write something about other groups, right? So we have to post something about our group.
It says report your group's results, answers to number 8 through 11 on the group survival leader discussion board. So answers to number 8 and 11, what is that?
Say that again.
It says there, report your group's results, answers to number 8 through 11 on the discussion board. I don't know what that is.
So what do we do for step 8? All members finalize their table scores, including the individual, group, and persuasion scores. All subtracted calculations should be recorded as an absolute value. Record the results in your table.
Okay, so people have just simply they just answered those questions. They just answered A through G.
A through G?
Some people have, yeah.
There's a G?
Yeah, I don't see a G either.
Oh, maybe they A, B, D, E, F.
We're group 6, right?
Yes.
Yeah, G, members gain, yes or no?
Okay.
Yeah, it says post the following items to the lesson 10 wilderness survival. It's A, B, C, D, E, F, G. G is the process gain, yes or no?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Okay.
I haven't heard that.
I'm still here.
Okay. I'm like, I wonder if we lost you.
No, sorry.
So
Okay.
Jack-
So go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, so Jackie, I guess you just follow. I mean, it's pretty. Just A, you put our names. B, put the link of this. Do you know how to put the link on, or who did sent this out?
Jackie did.
Thanks.
Do you remember the page where you went to start a new live event? Do you remember what you named it? You should be able to find it somewhere in there. Once we're done recording.
Oh, okay.
You should be able to go back, find it in YouTube. You start to play it, and then you grab that address and copy and paste it into the.
If you're,
where you want it.
there's
Should I-
also right there. If you go to right where you're at right now, there's where at the top where there's like a little person where you do invite.
Yeah.
Click on that real fast.
Okay. Oh.
And then do you see where it says links?
Ooh,
Yeah.
I haven't done that before.
And click on links, and then there should be not the bottom one, but the one above the shorter one. That's the link to this.
Awesome.
Oh, okay.
So when we hang up, don't hang up. We'll all hang up, but just
okay.
grab that, copy that link right there. Once you end the recording.
Okay.
So actually, you can go ahead and end the recording right now. Don't hang up, but just click stop recording.